Doing some work behind the scenes. What a disaster. What a fucking disaster. Bears lose to the Lions 31-26. Excuse my French. Sorry if you have kids watching at home. I mean, this is an all-timer, even for this franchise, even for this team. You were up 26-14 with less than 4.5 minutes to go and managed to lose this game. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, it's unbelievable how this keeps happening. Yet very believable because it's the same thing every week. I'm Harrison Graham. Post-game reaction here. If you super chat, we'll get you on the show, so be sure to do that if you want to get your thoughts across. Lions 31, Bears 26. I mean, just a colossal meltdown.
We're going to close out on our...
Yeah, we're going to sign off on our watch party stream, so if you're watching over there, just post-game stream only, so signing off on our watch party right now. Okay. All right. Let's break this one down.
Are you sure you fixed it?
I said I did. I can only do so much. Give me your one-word reaction to the Bears loss. One-word reaction to the Bears loss. I want to know. One-word reaction to the Bears loss. Overeye says sold. Sad from Marcus. Give me your one-word reaction. I've changed it twice. I don't know what I can do.
It's just on YouTube. It's showing Panthers still.
Seneca says pissed. Austin says abysmal. Eberflus. Classic. Fired. Luke. Pathetic. Embarrassing. Cowardly. Disgusted. It's bad, man.
This has got to be a bug or something that shows it wrong on my end. Or I don't know.
Disgusting, typical. Put in production. Ask if they're seeing Lions or Panthers. Consistent. They are consistent. Douglas says gutless. Angel says consistent. Hurts from Truman. It does hurt, man. Indefensible. Oh, it's indefensible. It's indefensible. Losta Legend. This is the perfect example that the coach needs to go. Poles needs to see that you can't win coaching scared. Fields is not the problem. I agree, man. I got to give producer Rolly credit. I was conflicted on kicking the first field goal to go up 9. He said that was a decision playing not to lose. Now, it made it a 2-score game. They ended up kicking another field goal to go up 12. Now, let's be clear. Up 12 with 4:20 to go, you should still win that regardless of if you're conservative or not. Let's make that clear. But it's true, man. Especially as a road underdog, go play to win. Go play to win. They didn't do it. They did not play to win. Insane, man. Absolutely insane. 169 yards passing and a touchdown. Not a real quarterback. Just to me, you're just box score hunting. The story of this game is not about Justin Fields. Fields had Scott to win, and Scott stopped running. Yep. That plus collapse hurts more. It comes down to coaching. Fields did his job, and that's a win. Fields played more than well enough to win this game. I don't know why Tyler Scott pulled up on that route midway through. That was ridiculous. It hurts, man. My wife in the chat says, y'all pray for my husband. Oh, I'm good, Hannah. But Matt Eberflus may not be. Pimp Daddy West says, Cucks. Pimp Daddy, appreciate your super chat on the watch party as well. Jason says, flabbergasted is my one word. Is it flabbergasting at this point, though? In the moment, it feels unbelievable, but then when you digest it, you're like, well, I've seen this story before. Now, they find a way to one-up themselves a lot, but my goodness. Zachary Schultz with the $10 super chat. He says, I'm sorry, but Fields did everything he could to win that game, and for us to have 3 turnovers, still lose. 4 takeaways, Zach. 4 takeaways for the defense. 3 on defense, 1 on special teams. Put up 26 points, still lose. Yeah, I said before the game, you got to score at least 25. Scored 26, got 4 takeaways, still lost. It's bad football, man. Corey Smith, the Bears have to kick the tires on Harbaugh. If not him, Rex Ryan, and take a strong look at Bo Nix. I'm not sold on May Williams. So you're going with the Rex Ryan Bo Nix combo to save the franchise. That's something, Corey. That is something. Appreciate the 10. Harrison Graham's beard. I see no way they get a QB and keep the coaching staff. You got to feel for JF1. It wasn't perfect, but against a good Lions team, he played improved. Fields was not the problem today. Did he show enough today where he's the long-term answer? I don't know. But the longer time goes on, the more I'm convinced it's this coaching staff. Logan, Eberflus is CBOTY for other teams. What is that code? I don't know what that stands for. Something of the year, but I don't know what CB stands for.
See, I don't really know CB either. I was going to say like
Coach Booty of the year? I don't know.
I really
I don't know what that acronym is, Logan. Wayne Watson says, I'm sick of hearing we must wait it will get better. I've been waiting since 1985 to get better. Now, they've had good teams since 85, Wayne, but I hear you. This team feels miles away from a Super Bowl. Miles. I mean, you're 3-8, a year after going 3-14. This is not what we signed up for. We understood it last year. Not this year. Not this year. All right, so I'm going to get into my post-game reaction, and then as long as you guys want to stay alive, we'll take your questions. So fire away, get those super chats going, but it's time for me to go nuclear here on our Bears Now post-game show. Like this video if you want Matt Eberflus fired. Hit that like button, and say what? Yep. And we're going to react here on the channel. So appreciate everybody. Any super chats that come in the next 10 or 15 minutes, we'll catch up on those as we go. Here we go. Bears Now post-game show after an embarrassing loss once again. The Chicago Bears find a way to amaze yet again, and once again, it's in the disappointing category. Lions 31, Bears 26, and for those of you at home, if you're looking at this box score, or if you didn't watch the game and you're like, okay, Bears were competitive, 31-26, like that's pretty solid. Like, you know, you might have even signed up for that before kickoff. Pump the brakes. This was a colossal, I've had a few drinks, collapse by the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears just pissed down their leg yet again under Matt Eberflus. Justin Fields played well. He deserved better, and the team just fell apart. The Bears were up 26-14 with under 4.5 minutes to go. In fact, I'm going to look at the exact point. They took a 26-14 lead because I think it's critical to get the details right. They went up 26-14 with 4:15 to go. That means the Lions have to score a touchdown, get a stop, score a touchdown in under 4.5 minutes. And they did. And then they got a safety because the Bears got the ball back with 25 seconds left, and Darnell Wright got absolutely speed rushed by Aiden Hutchinson, strip sack safety ball game. The raw stats don't amaze you for Justin Fields, but I actually thought he played really well. Only took one sack, even though he was under pressure a decent amount. O-line did a decent job. 16-23, 169, a touchdown. Beautiful 39-yard touchdown pass to DJ Moore. I thought he just handled the game well. Took what was there, didn't force anything, and he was awesome on the ground. I mean, that 29-yard scramble on 3rd and I think 14 to extend a drive and what felt like kind of put the game away before the Bears kicked another field goal to go up 12. You felt like that play won the game because that took 2 more minutes off the clock. Got it down to 4:15 when you kicked that field goal. Justin Fields deserved better than what he got today. Now, Justin Fields has been inconsistent. We know that. But a game like this is the type of game where you're like, when everybody says, oh, it's coaching, it's not Fields, and the other argument, it's Fields, not coaching, this will make you really be like, it really is the coaching. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Luke Getsy, Matt Eberflus? You give the ball back with 4:15 left, and you let the Lions go 75 yards in a minute 16. They went 75 yards in a minute 16 to cut it to 26-21 with 2:59 left. That is horrific by Matt Eberflus defensively, just straight down the field, no resistance whatsoever. Then, guess what Luke Getsy does? Guess what Luke Getsy does, who actually called a decent game, but you can't trust him when it counts most. 1st and 10, straight handoff. You're like, okay, let's make him use a timeout. Maybe we bust one for 4 or 5, no gain. 2nd and 10, you're like, okay, they still have 2 timeouts, 2:55 left. This is obvious pass. Not only did they not pass it, they didn't even do like a zone read, which they ran a lot today. Straight give again, just straight handoff, no decision at all for Justin Fields. 3rd and 10. You're asking him to save the day now, bail you out. Fields buys time, launches a deep ball to Tyler Scott, who has a step. Guess what Tyler Scott does midway through his route? He looks up to try and figure out where the ball is and just stops running, and then he started again because he realized the ball was out in front, can't get to it. If he runs through that ball, it might be a 75-yard touchdown. He dove for it, and the ball was about 1.5 feet out in front with a clear hesitation on the route. What are you doing? First of all, what is Luke Getsy doing? Begging your quarterback to save you on 3rd and 10. Terrible, I don't want to use a certain word, weak coaching. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, Fields actually does deliver a good ball, and your rookie, who is getting snaps over Velus Jones because he's a loser as well, doesn't track the ball properly, stops running the route, incomplete. You burn like 17 total seconds and have to punt it back to Detroit. It was so obvious what was going to happen next. Detroit, straight down the field, touchdown with less than 30 seconds left. You lose. You get the ball back with 25 seconds left. 3-step drop. Darnell Wright beat on a speed rush. Pocket collapses. Strip sack, fumble, safety out of the end zone. Game over. I mean, it's the same fucking thing every fucking time. So I ask you, is it time to finally fire Matt Eberflus? And Luke Getsy as well, by the way. Type Y for yes, it is. It's so obvious. Type N for no, it's not time. How can you think it's not fucking time after watching that? I have more reasons why you have to fire Matt Eberflus in just a moment. Y for yes, N for no. Do want to talk about America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit on today's postgame show. That is Factor. The holidays are here, and finding time to prepare a bunch of meals is kind of tricky sometimes. So that's where Factor comes into play, as their chefs prepare you some delicious and healthy meals that you can have throughout the week, delivered straight to your doorstep. It only takes you a couple of minutes to get those meals ready to go on your end, and you are eating delicious food. If you're looking for calorie-conscious options over the holidays that also take delicious, try our dietitian-approved Calorie Smart meals with or around less than 550 calories per serving. Maybe you need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best during the holidays. Try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Factor has it all. Rolly and I love eating meals from Factor. They're delicious, they're convenient, they're healthy. Factormeals.com/BearsChat50. That code BearsChat50 at factormeals.com/BearsChat50. Gonna get you 50% off. Check the link in the comments and in the description. It's Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. More reasons why you have to fire Matt Eberflus. Let's just look at some numbers. I'm just going to verbalize these here. Okay? Turnovers. That's a pretty important category, right? Bears defense gets 4. 1 on special teams, 3 on defense. Sweet. You only give it up once. So +3 in the turnover. I would love to know historically, teams that go +3 in a game turnover-wise, what their win percentage is. It's got to be 95% plus. That's how you win in the NFL, turnover battle. Well, not the Bears. They're in that 5%. Number 2, time of possession. I know some people think it's an overrated stat, but when you win the turnover battle 4-1 and you have the ball for 40 minutes and 24 seconds compared to 1936 for Detroit, that's like a million times out of a million you win. There's no way you lose. The Bears always find a way, though. So my point is, Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, I'll go above Ryan Poles. Kevin Warren, I'm looking at you. How can you possibly watch this game and think you're ever going to win with this head coach? The team played well today. They scored 26 points. They got 4 takeaways, only gave it away once. You averaged almost 5 yards per play, and that number went down throughout the game because you're so obviously running it late, and you still lost. You can't let this continue. Don't wait till the end of the season. Here's what I would do. I would fire Matt Eberflus tonight, Luke Getsy tonight. I am letting Andrew Janocko, the quarterback's coach, call the plays the rest of the season. John Hoke is my interim head coach, and I'm playing out the string. You cannot stand by this any longer. You just cannot. It is so obvious you're never going to win with this coach. You're never going to win with Flus and Getsy. It's not going to work. I don't take Justin out of the conversation. I don't care if he's back. I don't care if you get a new quarterback. It will not work with Flus and Getsy. You can take that to the fucking bank. It is not going to work. And I bet they won't do it, though. They don't have the balls. Buffalo, a Super Bowl title caliber team, is firing their OC midseason, but the Bears can't do it. They can't fire Luke Getsy. They can't fire Matt Eberflus. The Raiders fired their head coach and have won 2 in a row since. I don't know if they won today. Looks like they lost close, but they played the Dolphins to a touchdown on the road. They fired their coach midseason looking for a turnaround. Why can't you fire Matt Eberflus? Everyone's like, well, who's going to take over? Who's going to call plays for Getsy? I don't give a fuck. Somebody can do it. I will volunteer to do it for free. Me and Rolly will call plays for the rest of the season. Who cares if we go 0-6, higher draft pick? It does not matter. It cannot be Matt Eberflus. It cannot be Luke Getsy. They seem like nice guys. They seem like good people. It's the Velus Jones conversation. It doesn't matter if you're a good dude. Are you good or are you bad? They're bad. They're bad. And I feel for Justin Fields. And yes, he deserves blame for how things have gone in his 3 seasons. But the ineptitude of this franchise feels like so much to overcome for any quarterback here. So much to overcome. Like, fix it. Try something new. You cannot continue. Yeah, Richard Hightower, he can be the interim head coach. Great. I like it when Richard Hightower talks. Special teams coordinator. He sounds like a professional. He came from the 49ers. Like, it has to end. It has to end. You cannot watch what just happened. Like, how can you wake up tomorrow if you're Kevin Warren and be like, yep, Matt Eberflus is my head coach? Fuck that. Send him to the sun. Hey, Matt, we appreciate your service. You're not getting it done. Here's your buyout. It's that easy, man. The Bears are a top 7 most valuable franchise per Forbes. They got the money. Get them the fuck out. Get Luke Getsy the fuck out. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. One thing I tell you for sure, this team loses a lot, but I'm going to give you authentic takeaways every single day. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Hit that sub button. I would say sub for Bears Dubs, but they don't win. So join the movement here on the channel. A couple of final thoughts before we get out of here. Someone made an interesting point. Matt Eberflus is Ryan Poles' guy. He's not willing to fire Flus. Well, Kevin Warren fired Ryan Poles too. I like Ryan Poles, but if that's what it takes to get Flus out, I'm in. Like running this back is just moronic. It's just moronic. It's a shame, man. I thought Justin played well. DJ Moore had a pretty big game. You get 4 takeaways. I got to mention this, though. Jalen Johnson dropped a critical pick 6 that would have gone 100 yards the other way, and the Lions scored on the next play. If that happens, it probably doesn't even come down to this, but at some point, though, you got to find a way in a tight situation to win. And the Bears are incapable of doing it. I mean, it's just so obvious. It's over and 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 over again. Insanity. The definition. Keep doing the same shit, expecting different results. The results are always the same. It's heartbreaking. You lose. The head coach is going to go up on the podium. We feel like we're close. We feel like we did good shit. You fucking lost, bro. You're 0-9 in the division. You still have not won a game or back-to-back games as a head coach. You've had 28 chances to do so. It's got to end. Bear down. DJ Spawn, once again, Justin Fields had the lead. Defense and coach lost the game. This is it. This is a coaching game. There's just no doubt. Played scared. Didn't go for the knockout punch. Played to not lose. When you play not to lose, you usually lose. Chi-Town 65, fire the coaches. Clearly Fields is not the problem. I think they probably just have to reset it all. Daniel Jeffries, Kevin Warren needs to have the entire staff and Poles in his office and start whacking people to send a message and bring in his own personnel staff. That's cool with me, man. If Poles has to go too, I got no emotional connection to Ryan Poles. He can go too. He can go too. CJ Larrington Hester said if the Bears want to rebuild, get coaches who are a top 10 coach, especially having the money to do so, keeps them for 4 years and rebuild. You want to be a serious franchise? Go hire Jim Harbaugh or Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson just had a pretty damn good audition in front of you. He had a quarterback who was confused all day and still found a way to have him drive the ball down twice in the final 4 minutes. That's a coach getting the most out of his quarterback. That was impressive. Noah Adams, how many blown leads are we going to give up because this coaching staff takes their foot off the gas the moment they get a lead? Unbelievable. They're soft, man. How else? There's no other way to put it. They're soft. They're soft. Daily basis with the 5. Can't believe Justin Fields wasn't out there defending the run and locking up St. Brown. SMH. Tell the coaches to pack their bags and get the fuck out. It's so true, man. It's just disgusting behavior. Just disgusting. Harrison Graham's beard. Oh, man.
It's an interesting question. Wonder how Poole sees JF1, in aspects of this loss. It's interesting.
I mean, Rolly, I know you're on the point. You're in the camp of you got to draft a quarterback, especially pick your top 2. And I don't even necessarily disagree, but how far down the list do you have to get before getting to Justin for today's loss? I mean, it's pretty fucking far. Nothing. I'm not saying Justin pitched a no hitter or something, but he played a B+, A- game. Had one negative play, took one sack, never put the ball in harm's way, threw a 40-yard touchdown pass on 2nd and 20 to DJ Moore.
I am just in the firm belief that I think you should reset everything. That's just where I look at it.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. But one thing I will not accept is letting this coaching staff dump Fields, put the blame on him, and get a new quarterback, because that is bullshit. That is bullshit. William, Assassinat, Virginia, Bone. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what you're... Nuke Chicago. Hashtag free Fields. I'm telling you, man, if he balls out for another franchise, remember where you heard it first. That's all I'm going to say. Jason, Eberflus needs to be smoked like a Marlboro. Got to go, man. Are people still smoking Marlboros?
I was at a bar on Friday night.
You can't be smoking stogies in 2020.
I was at a bar on Friday night and someone pulled out a pack of Marlboro
little
Reds.
heater. Wow.
That's all I'll say.
Watching the Bears will make you do that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Did I read that last one from Ditka? Is there a way we can get Ditka back? I would rather hire 85-year-old Mike Ditka than Matt Eberflus. I'm not joking.
Man.
I'm serious. Esteban, fire Flus. We could have taken this one, but coach like cowards late. I'm a Fields believer, and he fought today with a lot of pressure on him. Also, I think Tremaine Edmonds is a disappointment. I know he had the one pick, but I think it was tipped. I tweeted it out. Jack Sanborn's better than Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
Holes does it again.
If Edmonds had Jack Sanborn's instincts, he'd be an all-pro, but he doesn't. So, he doesn't. And he misses way too many fucking tackles. Forget the instincts. Sometimes he is in position and still doesn't make the play. So many missed opportunities. I know, Coach. I know. Milk Poe, Justin Fields is part of the problem. Harbaugh will want a new guy. If he comes here, the first pick will be used for that. It's fine with me, man. Fine with me. I'm just saying, I firmly believe at this point, if I'm blaming the coaches or Fields first, I'm blaming the coaches. That's where I'm at. I'm not saying Fields isn't part of the problem, but you can't watch games like this and be like the coach and shield the coaches. I mean, it is embarrassing. Trevor Williams, Lovie Smith. They're not going to Lovie Smith.
Bring back the love.
Bring back Lovie. The Party Boy, take away from the Flus post game. Accentuate the positives. We are right there. Got to look at the tape. So has anyone listened to Flus? I'm going to see if I can find some quotes here. Here, Rolly, take us through a couple here. I'm going to try and find some Flus quotes.
Matt Williams says, I was at the game. Fire the flu and screw Lions fans.
Fire the flu. That's good.
I'm sorry that you were there, Matt. Sorry. Shout out to Brian. Sorry, this is awful. Play calling is atrocious. Add to that, Scott Stutter stepping and putting the ball on the turf. when you win the turnover battle like today, win should be guaranteed. Yeah, no, Harrison and I both said it. Winning the turnover battle 4-1, winning the time of possession by 40-20, and you lose that game. You know how hard it is to have those turnover and time possession factors in your favor?
Here's the tweet real quick. Matt Eberflus, this is from Robert Schmitz, the Bears blog. Matt Eberflus got everything he could have asked for today. 4 turnovers from the defense/special teams. 1 was on a kickoff. Clean game from the offense. 250-plus combined yards from the quarterback. Outstanding clock-killing drive late. Didn't get 7, so I'll pump the brakes on outstanding. But you took, 8:45 off that one drive to go up 12, Rolly? And his decision still resulted in a loss. He's not the guy. Can't stay past 2023. It's just so obvious. It's just bad, man. Brian, sorry this is awful. Play calling atrocious. Add to that, scat, stutter, stepping, putting the ball on the turf. When you win turnover battles like today, win should be guaranteed. You can't. I'm telling you, when you win the turnover battle by 3+, the win percentage. What do you think, 95%? 3+?
I would say it's higher than that.
I mean, you almost have to try to lose. It's incredible. It is incredible. Can't continue, man. Can't continue. Old Reds, Cowboy, Killer stages are the best. Oh, is this talking about Marlboros? That's good stuff. That is good stuff. I wonder if the Bears tweeted out Flus's presser. They probably shielded the guy. Let's see. See if they actually tweeted it. Nope, they had him on. I can't find any quotes, though. I don't know why. See if Biggs or Courtney Cronin has any. Nuclean injury brokerage. Character appearing from behind. Is this like a...
It's just a sticker.
Sticker? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Grant Madden. 3 minutes to go, up by 12, lose by 5.
Those are sick
2
jerseys,
runs
by
up
the
the
way.
middle. Idiotic. How are fans? But coaches can't. They have to go. Great as always. Appreciate that, brother. What were you saying?
This is this profile picture. Lawrence Taylor, Mike Singletary, and Walter
Yeah,
Payton.
it's a good one. Those are some winners right there. Those are some winners. I don't know why I can't find any. Oh, by the way, here's something. ESPN Analytics. When the Bears went up 26-14 with 4:15 remaining, what do you think the percentages of winning was? Out of 100, obviously.
98.7.
98.2. No.
I didn't see that, by the way. I was fucking close.
I mean, you're up 12 with 4:15. It's going to be 96 plus, right? Matt Eberflus. The disappointment was the finish. Yeah, no fuck. But for 56 minutes, you had a good game, coach. You're up 12 on the road against a good Detroit team. This team is just, it's incredible. If we can get Dorsey and Harbaugh, I'll keep on living. Otherwise, you're croaking, Jonathan. Is that what you're saying? Don't croak.
You should want Benny J.
I will take literally anybody. I'm not joking. It just can't be Matt Eberflus. Hold on.
Holding.
Jack Wright tweeted, there's some guy on Twitter, you all want Flus fired. Got it. Please explain specifically how he's on the hook for today's loss. Thank you.
Is that like a reporter or a beat guy, a podcaster?
It's just like a fan. What do you mean? You go super prevent up 12 and just let them go straight down the field on you.
Yeah, I hate that shit, man.
Like, fuck off. Jonathan Glenn. Oh, appreciate
Like, everyone's scared of, like, giving up the big play when you're up by double digits. But, like, I swear it hurts your team more to give up 8-yard,
Which is
9-yard
what they do.
chunks.
And that's what Goff likes doing. He likes throwing just the underneath easy completions.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Comments of the month. Why run twice to put pro pressure on a rookie who slowed down? And DJ missed a good deep ball also. If you're talking about the flat one in the first half, he did not. That was an overthrow by Fields. I don't know what other one he'd be referring to. We missed one?
DJ missed it? Nah.
I mean, if he's talking about that flat ball, that was an
That's
overthrow.
definitely not on.
That was
DJ.
an overthrow. Second one was nice. Oh, God. It's just. I mean, I guess here's a positive. Your own pick now moved up a spot because the Giants somehow won.
You don't think
the coaching's a problem? Tommy DeVito. Brian Dable got Tommy DeVito to throw for how many yards today?
Damn near 300.
I mean, what are we guys talking about? Like, it's just so obvious. Like, if you don't think coaching's the number one problem, I don't know. Steven, I want to know who these 9% people are in the poll that doesn't think Flus should be fired. Own up right now. That's a good point. Who in the chat does not believe Flus should be fired? If so, type me. And also, tell me why. Like, explain to me how you could possibly think Matt Eberflus should retain employment as this head coach. I mean, it's got to be Lions fans or something, right? Like, there's just no way any real Bears fan.
Brandon says non-Bears fans are probably the 9%.
It's got to be. I mean, there's just no way a single Bears fan could watch that game and watch the 2 years of Matt Eberflus and think he's the answer. There's just no way. You cannot think that. Comments of the month. DJ ran a lazy route and that deep ball missed MHJ. Well, MHJ isn't on this team.
Anthony Tech Guy said, me. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, Bobby, can we get Matt Nagy back? I can't believe this game fire Poles. Don't want Nagy, but yeah, these coaches got to go. And I'm fine with Poles going too. Here's what comments of the month. DJ ran a lazy route. Missed MHJ. Well, MHJ's not on this team, so I don't know if you mean Mooney or what, but I'd have to go watch it again. I thought Fields threw that ball too flat. The second one where he ripped it kind of flat, he needed to, based on the coverage. The first one, I thought he should have put some air under it. We did do a Venmo 50-50 raffle from our watch party. We're carrying that over. If you guys want to hop in a Venmo 50-50 raffle race, $20 at HGram NFL. We have 9 entries so far. So if anyone's interested in that, we can make that happen. 9 entries so far. Every 5 new entries, I'm juicing the pot by $10.
So the next entry.
Next entry gets an additional 10 from me to the winner. So if anyone wants to hop in, at HGram NFL on Venmo.
The link is in the comment section. Or you can scan the QR code on the screen.
I got to see some Justin Fields quotes here. At HGram NFL, next entry gets the pot juiced. If anyone's
Bears currently own the 1 and 4th pick.
Yep.
Top 5 goes Bears, Cardinals, Patriots, Bears, Giants.
Here's a quote from Fields. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. We should have won the game. Just comes down to finishing and executing at the end. Stating the obvious. Yes, you should have won the game, but you didn't.
Thanks, Flus.
It's just unreal, man. I'm going to tweet that out.
Comments of the month. DJ is a possession wide receiver. We need MHJ. I don't think DJ Moore is a possession wide receiver, man.
He's not like a burner, but he's got great speed.
It's also
MHJ opposite of DJ would be incredible, though.
Well, I don't even think like a possession wide receiver in my eyes is like.
It's like Allen Robinson.
Exactly.
Like not getting yards after the catch.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins a little bit. He gives you some yak, but he's more of a possession guy. Peak Juju, that type of player. Dude, DJ, like possession receivers aren't breaking tackles, getting a ton of yak.
Exactly.
Like who's the best possession receiver right now? Hop?
I'd have to look at like how many yards after the catch does Keenan Allen have?
He still gets, dude. I mean, he had like a $190 last week.
Well, you could be a possession wide receiver and still have
I
600
know,
yards.
but there's got to be some yak there, I would think. By the way, that Quentin Johnston drop was
that was as bad as it gets.
Did they lose?
Oh yeah. So the Packers won today, which
that's good for the tank program.
Good for the tank. So the Packers with 4 wins there's no chance of them drafting either May or Caleb Williams. If you had any concern
Jordan Love
about
was actually good today, 322 and 2 touchdowns.
I think Staley might get fired tomorrow. It's my hot take.
He sucks. If he gets fired,
you know who I think is going to replace him?
Bill Belichick.
Yes.
You're now Belichick to LA guy.
Either him or Washington, one of the two.
Yeah. What happened with the line? Yeah, I don't know. I need an explanation on that Braxton Jones situation. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that was freaking weird, man.
So, like, the play after he started getting fired up was when Fields on a zone read ran out of bounds and appeared to get hit late, which, of course, he didn't get the call. He seemed fired up about that, but, like, he just, like, lost control. Like, he was pissed. I don't know what happened. They took him out of the game. Brad Biggs reported that he briefly went to the medical tent, but I almost wonder if they just put him in there and were like, dude, you have to calm down. Because, like, he seemed incredibly pissed. Oh, my God. This is it. Did you see this exchange? Brian Dable was asked, how much did Tommy DeVito grow today? Dable says, I think he's the same height.
That's actually pretty fun.
That's pretty good.
Joel O'Connell.
Joel O'Connell's back. It's been a while. It's a beer bong race for Rolly and I. Couldn't agree more, HG. Kevin Warren needs to fire the whole staff. Joel, I've missed you, man. Hope you're doing well. Very generous donation. You're the man. And Rolly and I are going to do a beer bong race for that before we sign off. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. Appreciate it, Joel. Comments of the month with a 5. DJ's a wide receiver 1, but Bears need a speedster. I mean, MHJ is fast, but he's not like that's not really his game.
He's not a burner.
He's just well-rounded. He's
Yeah.
fast. He's good after the catch. He's got good size.
You know, we actually talked about it on Thursday. It's like, is MHJ the best, or maybe it was on a different thing, the best wide receiver prospect
Since Jamar Chase.
Since Jamar Chase. And I was like, who's hyped up? I didn't think about this, and I saw on Twitter, because people are talking about MHJ being a better wide receiver prospect than Jamar Chase. And people were like, yeah, Jamar Chase didn't play an entire season and still got picked ahead of the
He skipped the
Heisman
COVID
winner.
year.
Think about this. He did not play his final year in college and was selected, I believe it was 3rd overall?
I think 4th or 5th.
4th?
Yeah.
4th
I think he
or 5th?
went 4th and Sewell went 5th.
Was picked either way. Picked top 5 and was picked ahead of a wide receiver who won the Heisman. And he didn't play his final year.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that?
That is crazy.
And then obviously he's a top 5
Micah
receiver
Parsons
player
skipped
now.
that year too. He went top, like 12, I think, to
He
Dallas.
won 11 or 12, I think it was.
All right. Should I take down this boot?
Yeah. Why
I
do you have
feel
to do
like
why do you have to do the boot again?
For 1,000.
Oh.
I feel like Caveman's setting me up here.
Yeah.
This could be a disaster. So, I've had some spillage my last few times. So, Caveman, one of our
I
subscribers,
feel like it's not going to work.
told me to turn it around. So, Rolly, hop in your little camera up there, and let's see if I can pull this off.
The rolly cam, as we like to call it.
All
Hello,
right.
guys.
You can run through some supers if any come in while I'm doing this. All
Just
right.
Agent.
3 happy dads down the hatch. Here we go.
Agent says staff needs to go tonight, and if Pace is advocating against that, he should go as well. Well, Ryan Pace is not with the Bears organization. He is actually down in Atlanta. So Ryan Pace has no say. But if you're talking about polls, I think Harrison kind of agrees as well, where whatever it takes to get Eberflus and Getsy out of there, do it. If it means getting rid of polls, it means getting rid of polls. But you cannot keep Matt Eberflus past the season, and honestly, it shouldn't even be past today. So, yeah, I agree with you that if you need to fire polls to get rid of Eberflus, you absolutely should. You know, he's going down, and I don't see any spillage here. A hot take was Caveman right. Boot down, no spillage.
Caveman might have the answer.
A little bit of spillage.
Okay, but
Minimal
Yeah.
spillage.
way less. Agent Chartreuse, staff needs to go tonight. That's when you just. I agree with
what I
everything you
just
said.
read.
Like, if you're not having meetings late until the night at Hallis Hall tonight, then you don't care enough. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're Kevin Warren and you have not set up a meeting with polls tonight, then you don't care enough. Like, this is not a let's go home and sleep on it. No, 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 no. This is one of those late nights where you're talking through scenarios. Isaiah, I've missed most of your show. My apologies if you've gone over this, but what are the odds Flus gets out of town before the end of the season? I would just be guessing, but Like, I mean, for real, I know we all get caught up in the moment sometimes. I've been guilty of that. It happens. I am being completely serious, especially now that the game's been over almost an hour. There's no reason to keep this coach employed any longer.
Yeah.
You played a very good game today, dominated key statistical areas and lost. If that's not a signal that you're never going to be a good team under this coach, I don't know what is. Like, losing like this was almost worse than like the Chiefs game when you lost 41-10 because you're like, well, we just don't have the horses to win a game like that. This game, you go into Detroit, a very good team, maybe not a Super Bowl team, but a very good team, control tempo, play well, win the turnover battle by 3, have the double up time of possession, and still lose. Like, that has to go on the coach, Rolly. Like, I don't know how else you can explain it. Like, he's not the answer. He's not going to be the answer. What other evidence do we need 28 games into this thing? I just, to me, it's so clear. Grant Madden, do you think Eberflus and Poles have lost the belief of the locker room? Weirdly enough, no. They play hard every week, but there's got to be doubts. Like Fields just said it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. We should have won that game. Like, how is that not the thought of everyone in the locker room? Like, how the fuck did we just lose that? Right? Like, to me, that's my thought. I can only imagine what the players' thoughts are. Like, I can't explain how bad losing that game actually is. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's bad.
Luke Getsy is a fucking wuss for that drive on 26-21. 2 straight handoffs up the middle. Like, there at least has to be some kind of misdirection or something. Like, it can't be just straight shotgun gives. Like, what is that? Like, first down, okay. Second down? No way. No way. Disgusting play calling. He's the worst situational play caller I've ever seen. And it's frustrating because for a lot of this game, I thought he called a good game. But you get into a tight situation and you just fold. Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
That's 2 races, Rolly. That's brutal. Sad thing is, I knew it was coming. It was a matter of time. The team plays hard, but geez, have another drink on me. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's got to change. Oh, here we go. Here's a stat from Doug Coletti. I don't know who that is. Since 1932, you ready for this, Rolly? No NFL team with a +3 turnover margin, 40 minutes time of possession had ever lost a game until the Bears lost today. 48-0 in those situations. It is not an overstatement to call this a historic loss.
That's what I was saying, man.
Think about that. You cannot keep this coach employed after something like that. You just can't do it. Like, that is impossible to lose that game. Literally, before today, it was impossible. Never happened before. This is App State beating Michigan, but on the negative side of the spectrum. It's impossible. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I mean, this is the most disgusting loss I've ever witnessed.
It's really tough, man.
We got our 10th entry. I mean, that's mind-boggling to read that. I mean, I knew it probably hadn't happened much, but literally never. Never before. Let me repeat if you're just joining us. No team in NFL history had won the turnover margin by +3 or more, won the time possession with at least 40 minutes of game clock control, and lost. 48-0 teams in that situation. 48-1 now because the Bears lost. Unbelievable. Yes, we got Lions fans in the chat. Thanks for the win. See, even they know. They just gift wrapped it. You're welcome. Matt Eberflus handing you guys another dub. Just incredible, man. I just don't even know what to say anymore.
I guess do these boat or race and then do the 3 races and then get out of here.
3 races. We have 3 races.
Venmo.
It's not 3 though.
Well, there's 3 specific races we gotta do.
What are you talking about?
Venmo race and 2 beer bong races.
Oh. Sorry, I was confused. All right, final call for our Venmo 50-50 raffle. Final call for super chats as well. If you want to keep the show going, got a super chat. Otherwise, I gotta get out of here. This has been painful. At H Graham NFL, the pot right now is up to 120 because I've juiced it with $20 of my own money. 120 to the winner. At H Graham NFL, if you want to enter, $20 to enter. Pot only grows for every entry. Venmo's in the chat. Rolly and I are going to knock out these beer bong races. Then we'll do the Venmo race. Then we got to get out of here.
DeVito. Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
You ready for this stat?
Tommy DeVito.
You ready for this?
You guys are going to win next week, too. 4-win Giants, baby.
Check this out.
4-win Giants.
No team in NFL since 1932. No team in NFL history with a +3 turnover margin and 40 minutes or more time possession had ever lost a game until the Bears today. They were +3, had the ball for over 40 minutes and lost. They were up 26-14 with 4:10 left and lost. No, minute 10 drive, 3 and out, 2-minute drive. I'm not historical. Well, Luke Getsy coach scared. 2 straight handoffs up 5 up the middle. It's painful, Jack. Oh! Oh my goodness. This happy Jad just exploded. Chill out. Sorry about that. My goodness. Hey, did you hear what I just said? So Seeps is in here now. Since 1932, no NFL team with a +3 turnover margin and 40 or more minutes time possession had ever lost a football game. Bears did today. 48-0 in those. They were +3, 40+ minutes TOP and lost. It's a historic loss. Literally historic. Flus he's got to be sent to the sun. I mean, it's an all-time. They're up 26-14 with 4 minutes to go and lost. It's unbelievable.
Well, I saw it. As we were doing our watch party, I saw the score going up. I'm like,
It's unbelievable. It's all good, man. Appreciate all the support. I'll be in therapy this week. Pain. All right, 2 races. You count us down. R for Rolly, H for Harrison. I am cooked. Oh, gosh. Be nice to get drunk and win a game like that for once. Know what I'm saying? Assassinate Flus. We're not assassinating Flus. Firing him will do just fine. One more, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I've hit a wall. All right. All right. All the entries are in, Rolly. Just delete the parentheses stuff on your end. Gonna do our Venmo race, then we're gonna sign off. Did you read the stat? Did you hear the stat I read? Since 1932, no NFL team with a +3 turnover margin in over 40 minutes time of possession had ever lost a game. 48-0. Bears are now the one. +3, 40 to 20 in TOP and lose.
Tommy
impossible.
DeVito.
Until today.
You guys are a shitty organization. Meanwhile, Real Hoops School, UConn, beat Indiana by 20 today.
Wait, did Texas lose?
They're about to.
What happened? What was the story of the Steelers game? Offense just sucks.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's a horrific football player, dude. Wrong.
Matt Canada is the worst OC in the NFL.
That might be true.
Pickett 15 to 28 for 106, 3.8 yards per attempt. God. Jalen Warren had 129 yards on 9 carries.
We had a
74.
75-yard touchdown run.
Still 8 for like 55 on his other
By the
runs.
way, Rolly's call of the year in fantasy football is I took Jalen Warren in the last round of all my drafts and said he will be the main back in week 10.
How does Najee Harris get more carries than him? 12 for 35.
Because
That's
they're
a
inept.
joke. That's a joke.
Najee Harris is horrible.
He sucks. He was never
How can you
good.
be washed if you weren't even good the first time?
Yeah. All right, we're doing this race, and then we'll hit any final super chats. 3, 2, 1. We got Doug, who got in late here. Let's see. Tyler Peck up the middle. Curtis Ellis trying to make a push. Samuel Martin on the inside of the railing there. William falling back. So is our guy Loctara. Raul Martinez kind of lurking on the outside. 25 seconds gone here. Curtis Ellis trying to make a push, but he's starting to drift back. Tyler Peck, Samuel Martin holding strong in those top 2 leads. Here comes Donald, perhaps, as he's trying to make a move. Matthew Burns with about 20 ticks left. Lurking
Tyler
as
Peck,
well.
man!
Sealand's starting to fall back. Tyler Peck's held firm the whole time. Here comes. Oh, no one's making a move. Oh, Curtis Ellis.
Here comes
Samuel Martin.
Here comes Sam Martin.
7 seconds
Here
left.
comes Martin.
Samuel Martin.
Here comes Martin.
Martin's the man.
Oh,
to
here
beat.
comes
Here
Jared
comes
McKenna.
Jared McKenna.
Oh,
That's
McKenna.
Caveman. Jared McKenna.
Oh, Jared McKenna onions.
Jared McKenna.
Oh.
It's unbelievable. Jared McKenna. What a win for McKenna. That's good stuff, Rolly.
Looks like Cut just went out, by the way.
Cool. Good stuff from McKenna.
Onions from Jared McKenna.
That was good stuff. All right. Jared McKenna
Couple
is our
supers and
winner. Zach Schultz, if this doesn't put an exclamation point on the fact that this coaching system is atrocious, I don't know what does. Exactly. You play well, still lose. Got to go. Donald, this is the darkness before the light. We didn't need to win this game. I know we should have, but now we get what we need. Draft position, Fireflus. I guess, man. If that's how you want to feel about it. That's better than I'm feeling about it. Agent Chartreuse, who was the team in 1932 to do it? Also the Bears. I think that's probably just when they started monitoring trends like that.
It's the Bears, and then the Bears, and then the Bears.
Yeah, so
The bad news Bears takes on a whole
years,
new meaning.
91 years from now, the Bears will do it again.
The bad news Bears, it takes on a whole new meaning, man.
All right. Thanks to you guys so much. I know this sucks. Believe me, it sucks for me too, if you guys can't tell. Maybe they'll fire a coach. Maybe that's what this that's the result of this. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody except Matt Eberflus and Luke Getzey. We'll be live tomorrow. Holy fuck, what a loss. All right, I got to get out of here.
See you for Mock Draft Monday.
Harrison Graham, Nick Roloff.
Mock Draft Monday.
It's not Mock Draft Monday. It's
one of those
fire
cuts is going to be a mock
It's
draft.
fire everybody Monday. We
one
got to
of
go. We'll
one of
figure
those
out what
cuts
the
is
content
gonna be a mock
is.
draft.
We'll